Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mitch Capture Imagery podcast. I'm Mitch. Here we explore photography, mindfulness, and those little moments we often walk past can teach us so much about how we see the world. Today's episode is called Shadows Have Stories. It's about noticing the quiet corners, the fading light, and those stretched shadows by the sun, parts of the scene that usually go unseen. There's a certain mood in the air right now, cooler, softer, a little mysterious. You might feel it too, and it's perfect for noticing the story shadows carry. And yet we're in that autumn vibe, we're in that low light, low shadows, and obviously Halloween where mystery and mysterious things happen. Seeing shadows. I've always loved light, the golden hour, reflections on water, sunlight slicing through the trees. But lately, there's something about shadows, those quiet corners where light doesn't quite reach, or those really drawn out silhouettes that you get from the low sun. Shadows aren't empty, they don't just hide things, they complete the story. A few days ago, I was walking through a park as the sun was dropping. Shadows from the trees stretched across the path, twisting and overlapping. At first glance, it looked ordinary, but slowing down, I noticed patterns, textures, movement, details I would have missed in the light alone. Shadows make you pause, they make you notice, and in photography and in life, that pause can be everything. Silhouettes and shadows. I remember being on a viewpoint just as the sun dipped below the horizon. In the distance, buildings became soft silhouettes against the fading light. Closer to me, trees and shrubbery were reduced to dark outlines, tall grasses swaying in the breeze, flowers caught the very last warm glow, people that were watching the sunset, that stood quietly in the sunset, their forms shrinking into moving silhouettes. There was something magical about it, all the day's details disappearing, leaving only shapes, contrasts, and movement. Silhouettes don't tell every story, they hint at them, they invite imagination. Watching the light fade, I realized how powerful it is to notice the quiet forms around us. Shadows teach patience, presence, and how to see beauty in what isn't immediately obvious. Change and transition. Shadows remind us that change is constant. Light shifts, days shorten, and the world feels a little different each day. Photography shows this too. Return to the same place hours or weeks later, and it can feel like a new scene. Shadows move, details emerge, and stories appear that weren't visible before. It's in those subtle shifts I find inspiration, the in between, the quiet, the unnoticed. That's where meaning often hides. Lessons from shadows. So, what do shadows teach us? For me, it's patience, it's observation, mindfulness, and something different within those really drawn out shadows from the trees and really drawn out silhouettes. They remind us that not everything has to be obvious to matter. When I photograph shadows, I ask, what's happening in the darker areas? What's hinted at but not truly revealed? How does contrast tell the story? And outside photography, it's the same. Quiet moments, small details, subtle emotions, they shape us in ways we don't always notice. Shadows show that meaning exists even when we're not looking. So next time you're out, maybe under a dim sky or soft streetlight, pause, look at the shadows, notice the shapes, the silhouettes, the quiet forms, listen to the silence. You might see a story that's been there all along, just waiting to be noticed. Thanks for spending this time with me on Mitch Capture Imagery podcast. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might enjoy a little pause in their day, and follow so you don't miss future episodes. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.